Denise Comer. I feel like I've seen your name, but I'm not sure. Welcome. Hi, Margaret. Welcome back. Kathleen O, thank you for joining us again. John, welcome back. Taya Ergueta, that's a beautiful name. Thank you for being here. I know I haven't seen your beautiful name before. Dolores, Dolores, I think you're also maybe a new name. Doris Levester, thank you for joining us. Brenda, great to see you. Mary Feynman, I think you're new as well. Thank you for joining us. Barbara, is that Simmons or Simons? I don't know, but you can tell me. But welcome, I'm so glad to see you. Today, we're gonna have a great time. We are always here to focus on our instrument, which is our body, right? We're here to bring attention to the fact that taking care of ourselves, taking care of our health really should include taking care of our voice. We use it all the time. We don't even think about it. We throw it around, like, oh, yeah. And then we realize how important it is when it starts to go away. Like, I did something, I lost my voice, or I've been coughing and I lost my voice, right? But so I want us to really think about the importance of the voice as a part of our overall health. Val Jones, welcome. I think you also are a newcomer, so it sounds like we have a lot of newcomers today. I'm so glad to see each one of you. We will start with just a little bit of body work. We're not going to get into high calorie burn just yet, but we will get there. So let's just start by doing some slow shoulder rolls, whether you are standing or sitting, whatever is best for your body. Shoulder rolls very slowly. When you feel a spot that feels a little tight, just hang there. Work it out a little bit, breathe deeply, bring some oxygen and some blood flow to those muscles. And while we're doing this, we're all breathing deeply and releasing. Now let's go forward. As I'm doing this, I'm breathing deeply. I'm thinking about, oh, thank you, body, for cooperating. I can tell you to do this and you do it. That's a good thing. All right. And as you do your last couple, now we're going to shake. Just kind of release that. And now let's do some neck stretches. So we are going to be careful. Our ear goes to the shoulder very gently. So you feel it on the opposite side. Nice stretch. Take a deep breath here. And smile. And to the other side. Do you notice, is one side a little bit tighter than the other? Take a deep breath, smile and release it. I find that I tend to hold my tension. I tend to hold tension on one side more than the other. Now we're going to tilt our chin up, so it's not bringing our head back, but it's bringing our chin up. Nice stretch. Nice stretch here in the front. Inhale deeply. Smiling as we release. And now tilting the chin to chest. Feeling the stretch in the back. Smile, breathe in. Deeply breathe out. Just this action of choosing to smile and breathe in, breathe out brings peace to our bodies. It can settle our bodies, it can settle our emotions, our energy. So if you just need to do that a few times today, do it throughout the day. All right, so let's just do a little bit of vocalizing and then we're gonna do some cardio work. All right, so our first exercise is so that has both staccato and legato. So staccato are the ones that are short and bouncy. Then we connect, that's the legato, then another short staccato one, short staccato. I'm gonna play that one more time so you get it in your ears, and we'll sing it like this. So at the end, we're sliding. All right, I have to say, it's great to see more people are popping on. I'm so excited. Serena from Michigan, thank you for joining us. Let's see. Joanne, thank you for coming back. Susan, I see you. Welcome. Robert, thank you for joining us. And welcome back. I think that's everybody. I think I greeted everyone else. Thank you for being here. All right, so we're doing our first vocalise. Ha, on 1, 2. 1, 2, ready. Ha, 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 I see a team over there. Thank you. Two more. All right, so my veterans, I'm going to take a moment to tell our newcomers, just in case they don't know about the soft palate, okay? So we want to make sure that everybody has the opportunity to sing these upper notes with ease. So when we are moving from middle voice into our upper range, we want to make space for the acoustic properties of those pitches. So what do? We unhinge the jaw to drop the jaw. We do that, but we also want to create space in the back, in the upper back of the throat by lifting the soft palate. So the soft palate is the squishy part of the roof of your mouth just in front of your uvula. So uvula hangs down, and then just in front of that, this squishy part. If you ever have allergies and you scratch your throat, you're scratching probably your soft palate, right? Okay, so it's that. We can lift it on purpose. So we can go like we're gonna start to yawn, or we're really surprised, like, for me? Like we're gonna do on Valentine's Day, right? For me? And we're gonna do it with our soft palate lifted. Okay? It's the same thing as when we start to yawn, we start to sneeze. Oh, smell a rose. Something cooking in the oven that smells delicious. The soft palate naturally goes up, but we can do it intentionally. So let's just practice that. We're gonna practice lifting our soft palate 3 times in a row. So everybody just plain face, we're not doing anything. And 1, 2, 3, lift. Hold it lifted. Stay lifted. Now relax. All right, 1, 2, 3, lifting the soft palate. Sometimes you might feel a little crackle in your ears, or you might even feel your ears kind of move back. That's good. All right, relax. 1 more time. Ready, 2, 3, lift. Now, while you have it lifted, I want you to say the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. W, X, Y, Z, thank you for joining us today. That's your, broadcaster's voice. When you lift the soft palate up like that, it allows your voice to be more melodious, and you can not only access the higher pitches in your speaking range, but in your singing range as well. And that's why we do it. So now, on this last one that we were doing, I want you to already have your soft palate lifted before we even begin. So you can think of, I create the space, I make the architecture for the sound, then I breathe in into that architecture, and then I just sing. It's all set up, right, for the acoustic properties of those pitches. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and you all check, you can see we're all chatting during class. Dylan, I'm not gonna, oh, we have missed you. All right, so I hope that those of you who are just finding this soft palate lift, I hope that you're finding that it's giving you some ease as you move into this upper, maybe it's upper middle, maybe it's upper. And now we're gonna go back down. Let's start here. 1, 2, ready, and ha, 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 something that I'm noticing in my own voice, so I'm going to give you this little tip. If you're singing, if we're singing a vowel, like an ah vowel, which is a very open vowel, and we all may have different ahs that we're singing. We can have a very tall ah, we can have a bright forward ah, we can have a back or medial ah, it can be kind of a spread lateral ah. Whatever your ah is, it's a very open vowel. And sometimes if we aren't fully warmed up yet, you can start to hear a little, the core sound gets diffused. So if you want to bring some focus, some clarity to your sound so that you're working on that and also warming up your resonating capacity, then go to the E vowel. The E vowel is wonderful for bringing the sound, bringing clarity to the sound. It brings the sound forward because it is the most forward vowel that we have. John says, where's the tongue during this? Great question. So we're singing ah. When I tell you, I don't want us to feel like, okay, this is where our tongue is supposed to be, and then we lock our tongue into that place, right? The tongue is going to be just kind of fluid in the mouth, but in a relaxed sort of way. So as we are singing ha, and as we unhinge and all of that, the tongue should follow wherever the floor of the mouth is, right? So if the mouth goes closed, so the tongue never gets kind of stuck in there. And so the tip of the tongue can rest. For some of us, you may find it resting just below the bottom teeth. For some others, it may be a little bit down and back, but not pull back, right? But just a little down, let's say where that ridge is, where the ridge ends, maybe down there or in the squishy part, just the beginning of the squishy part of the lower part of the mouth. So, and then the rest of the tongue, the back of the tongue, you want to make sure that the back of the tongue is not like coming up, curling up, and it's also not depressing down on the larynx. So a high tongue, you hear that sound? That's a high tongue. A tongue that's too low, how it changes, right? Because we're changing the architecture when we're doing it, but it's not in a healthy way. So this one is balanced, right? The back of the tongue is just resting kind of in a neutral position. But I feel space. I feel space because I've lifted the soft palate, and I feel space because I'm allowing the tongue to gently rest at the bottom. All right, let's find that space for us. And now we can go to either the ha or the he. If we're doing he, the tongue position is going to be different. The front of the tongue, he is going to be, the tip of the tongue is going to be higher, usually just behind the bottom teeth, maybe touching between the teeth and the ridge right there. And then you're going to have a little curl, he, where the sides of the tongue curl up toward the molars. But we still in the back, in the very back, we still have this sense of openness. If we start to feel like this, like it's getting really tight, then we're going to sing really tight. We don't want to sing like that. Okay, here we go. So ha or he. I see you, Anaya. Beautiful Anaya. Thank you for joining us. She's a former student from Cal. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready. Ha, 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 ha. To do this. So you're going to have your mouth open, you're going to make a hum sound, but you want the hum to really be focused right here. So as you do this, we are just really sending a lot of breath into our upper resonators here. So behind the cheekbones, behind the forehead, even behind the lips, like all of this area is just getting a nice warm breath, or a nice warm swell of humid breath. And humid breath is so good for the voice, so good for the resonators. All right, do that again. Can you do it even lower? But still have that forward placement. All right, now let's do one more exercise. So starting with this hum. So as we have this hum, remember there's space inside of the mouth, the lips are lightly touching. As you do this, you're concentrating again the sound here in what we call the mask area. And when we open up to the vowel O, I want you to try and maintain the same amount of resonance, the same amount of warmth and brilliance in the sound when you hum. I want that to be there on the vowel too. Here we go. Feeling it here, you feel it here, and as it goes lower, you might feel it more here. If it gets too low, you can go up. I'm going to do a couple more for our lower voices. And now we're moving up. We're going to start here. Actually, let's do it in minor for a change. some song. If it gets too high, you can drop down an octave. Two more. I did not say, sometimes when we start to sing a little bit higher and we have all of this resonance happening, it can start to make us feel a little bit dizzy. So if you feel that, feel free to sit down, just take a break, breathe in slowly and deeply, allow your body to reset. And even though we didn't do like a lot of vibratory kinds of things, like we didn't do like that, we are still doing things that can help break up congestion that you might have in these nasal passages, in your sinus passages. All right, very good. It's time to work out. Woohoo, woohoo. All right, let's see. Let me make sure I have, oh yes, there's my window. Got some good workout music here. All right, can you hear that? Is it too loud? All right, our first move is going to be, I'll do it very slowly. It's a jazz move. So it goes like this. Out, out, in, out, out, in. With me. Good. Take a little coordination. Let's do a few more. 3 more. 2 more. We're getting ready to double time. Double time. Here we go. Out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out, again, out, 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 in, out, in, out, out. Take a break. On this next set, we're gonna do 4, and then we're gonna do 4 little hops. So it'll look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 hops. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's do that. Ready? 2, 3, here we go. Out, out, in, out, out, in, 3, 4. Now 4 hops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Take a break. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 4 hops. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got it. So now we're going to go 8 and 8. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 hops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. All right. This next time, we're going to take it up a little bit. We're going to squat. When we go out, we're going to do a little squat. It doesn't have to be a lot. Whatever your knees can do. A little bit of bend in the knees. Make sure that your knees do not go over your toes. So no knees over toes. So it'll look like this. 5, 6, 7, 8. Out, now come up. Squat, squat, squat. All right. You're ready. I see you. Here we go. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, in. Squat, squat, squat. 4 more. Squat, squat. Give me 16 jumps this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now. 5, 6. 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 16 hops. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. We're going to come back to our cardio in just a bit. We're going to let our breath come back. We're going to control by just taking slow, deep breaths. Oh, the body loves working out. Even if you don't feel like it, the body really likes it. All right, so we're breathing in. Let's breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. That's okay, Sharina. Do what you can. All right. Let's see what time it is. We have 2 minutes. Okay, let's do one more vocalese. We are going to cover a large span in this exercise. So, this is just the first part. Let's try that together. Ready? 2, 3. Next goes. Let's try the descending part. 1, 2, ready. Putting it all together. Breathe when you need to. Just make sure you come back in on time. So it's just a catch breath. What is a catch breath? You're just going to open your mouth, let your nostrils be open, and the throat is open, and whatever just naturally vacuums itself in, that's your catch breath. And you come right back in. So here we go. 1, 2, ready. So you heard my catch breath, right? Welcome. Oh, Maggie, is that? Wait, no, that's Cynthia. Is that Cynthia? Okay, Cynthia. Hi. And then there was somebody else who just joined in. Oh, I didn't say welcome to Beth. Beth, welcome. And I felt like somebody else joined, but it didn't greet you. If I didn't greet you, I'm sorry, but welcome. Okay, so we were here. Let's go. Ready, 2, 3, and oh, soft palate is lifted. Oh, and let's go here. Then I'll take you down. Ready, 2, 3. And now let's go. We're going to drop back down a bit. Ready, 2, 3. And last one. Ready, 2, 3. All right, so that concludes our vocalises. Today we are going to sing Imagine, because it was something that somebody threw out last week. And then I want the person, I think, Brenda, were you the one who recommended we do a gospel tune? Was that you? Oh, Cynthia, that was you? Thank you. Okay, so I'm working on something. We're going to do some gospel next week. All right, so our Imagine, Mr. Brian, would you be willing to put our lyrics? Perfect. So this is the John Lennon Imagine. And I am going to find our key here for our accompaniment. So our first few lines, how many of you actually know this already? You're like, I'm a pro at this. Okay, so many of us know it, and so we'll go through it. I'll still want to work through it like we usually do, section by section. So the first line is, imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. Let's do that together. And aha! Imagine there's no heaven. I'm with you, John. It's easy if you try. The next two lines are the same melody. No hell below us, above us only sky. Now it changes. The next line says, imagine all the people living for today. And then the we can add that in there, right? So that last line, the last line of the verse is, imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's that in the next, then it starts the next verse. So let's do first verse all together. And if you can do the first verse, you can do all of them. Except we get to, you may say that I'm a dreamer. That's the B part. All right, so here we go. Let's do verse 1 and 2. 1, 2, ready, and imagine there's no heaven. Dun, 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 dun. It's easy if you try. Boom, 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 ba-da-dum, dum. No hell below us, above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine all. Oh no, imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. And no religion too. And this part is like the other one. Imagine all the people living life in peace. This is the part that's different. You may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. So let's do that together. You may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. Then I hope is like you may. I hope someday that you'll join us. And this is the last. And the world will be as one. And that's how it closes, and it kind of repeats. And the world will be as one. Okay, so let's put it with our music, with our accompaniment track. It's always more lovely when we do that. Going to the beginning. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all of the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. This is the one that changes. Imagine all of the people living life in peace. You may say that I'm a dreamer, oh, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, oh, and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. We can keep going, because it's all the same. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of woman and man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, oh, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday that you will join us, and the world, I like, will live as one. And that is how the song goes. It's so beautiful. It's just, that beautiful, did I lose you? Where did you go? That beautiful simplicity of many of his songs, right? And it allows us just an opportunity to really reflect on the words, right? What if? Imagine that. I think we are at the helm of discovering a new manifestation of our imaginations. If we will stay the course that we are on right now, really I see a lot of very earnest reaching out across lines, across borders. If we do that honest work, we can see it. We can be it and see it. So we're going to go back to the song. This time when we sing it, I want us to really put ourselves in that space of, wow, like the wonder of what that could look like. The wonder of putting down all the biases and, and there be healing in our land, what would that be like? And just how amazing and awe-inspiring it would be to be a part of it, like to be alive at this time and to see it start to happen, like in fullness. Wow. Can we sing it from that place? And then allow the awe and the wonder of what you are imagining to really reside in your voice. That's where, if you are ever trying to find like, well, how do I improvise? Really, that's where improvisation comes, right? It comes from having a very deep sentiment that you almost can't put words to, or if you have words, there's this thing, right? If we were to try and allow our melody to capture the feeling, we're not going to be able to just stick to the melody as written. We can stick to it, and we can put the fervor in the weight and color of our voice. We can do it that way, but we can also try to allow ourselves to do a little like floating, like float outside of the box, float outside of your body, float into your imagination, and let your voice go there with you. All right, so that's my challenge to you. I'm going to do it. I hope that some of you will join me in doing it. All right, so from the very beginning, imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Can't you imagine all the people just living for today? Imagine there's no country. Just try, it isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or to die for. And no religion too. Oh, imagine all the people just living a life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer. Oh, no, I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and this world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. I'm here. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. And the unity of humans. Imagine all the people sharing the world. You may say I'm a dream, but I know I'm not the only one. I hope someday that you will join us, and the world will be one. Oh my goodness. Wouldn't that be so beautiful? Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so we're going to get to that again, but we got to work out our bodies. I know, I had tears in my eyes too, Brian. Oh my goodness. All right, when we get back to it, we are going to, if you're comfortable, we're going to unmute and have an unsynced chorus. We'll do the whole thing all together in our melodious voices. All right, so we're going to do some workout again. So let's put our music on so you get in the groove. Woo! What a different mode this is, right? So different. So we can still be imagining while we work out. So our next workout piece is going to have, let's see, it tilts my camera on just a little bit. We're going to do some footwork. So we have this and this. So this and this. But we're going to move laterally from side to side. In real time, it goes like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? Here we go. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Take a break. Next move is side to side. It's as if you're jumping over a line. Lateral hops. Ready? Let's do it together. 1, 2, 3. Land gently. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take a break. You're looking good. Now we're going to put it all together. We're going to do our skiing and our jumping. So here we go. 5, 6. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 4, 5, 6. 3. 5. Here's the last one. 4. Now hop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is double time. 8 more. Oh, give me 8 more. 3, 5, 6. And you're done. Woo! Give yourself a hand. Catch your breath. We're going to do another little set of cardio workout. This one, much easier. Just jumping rope. We're going to jump rope. Just like we would do if we had a rope in our hands. And here we go. 2, 3, 4 sets of 8. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3. You can just do light jumps if you need to. 4, 5. Next move looks like this. Step back, step back, step back, step back, step back. And then we're going to go on one leg. Boom, 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 boom. I'll tilt my camera down again. So first we start out slow. Step back, slight bend in the knees. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. Other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So let's put that together. So our first thing is the slow 1. All right. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Here we go. Slow 1, 2. Hold the core tight. 3, 4. Again. Hold the core tight. Get ready for single leg double time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, other leg. 1, 2. The leg that's stationary is going to feel a bit of a burn and something like this moving. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're almost done. 6, 7, 8. Now let's jump up again. I see you. I see you. Last one. Woo! Clap it up for yourself. Very good, very good, very good. Woo! I feel it. The sweat glands are starting to do their thing. Now we're going to catch our breath. Let's put our arms here over our heads like this or behind our neck so that we open up the rib cage to allow as much oxygen in as possible. And then slow your breathing down, intentionally managing the rate of breath. Now in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's smile while we do it. In through the nose, out through the mouth. I wonder how this is going to impact our singing. We're going to have a different kind of energy when we sing it this time. And hands back down to your sides when you are ready. All right, feeling good. Let's get our, so you can see the lyrics are still there. I'm gonna get our track playing again, going back to imagine. So now let's get ourselves back into our singing zone. We're imagining. But the fire that we just had going into our bodies, that fire that we can still feel just flickering in our bodies because we just raised our heart rate. How can we bring that to the sound? How can we use that? Imagine, imagine, imagine. Maybe your imagine becomes more of a declaration. Maybe it becomes more passionate. Whatever you want to do with this energy, we're going to turn it onto the music, into the music. All right, here we go. Oh, what? Whoa! I want to go back to the beginning. Okay, let's try it this way. All right, here we go. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no country. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. And no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. No. I hope someday you join us, and the world will live as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you really can. That's a hard one. There would be no need for greed, no hunger, and in this great unity of woman and man. Oh Lord, imagine all the people sharing the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. You've got to join us. Woo. So the world can live as one. Oh, we didn't unmute. We did not unmute. Okay, let's go back and we can just sing ourselves away. So, for those of you who want to.
If you're trying to lose belly fat, stop doing cardio.
That would be an advertisement. Let's go back. Let's do it again. Maybe I can figure out, oh, you know what I'll do? I'll start in the middle of the song. Let's do that. This is the first. You may say that I'm a dreamer. But I'm not the only one. I hope that you join us. And the world will be as one. Imagine no possession. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. Brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people living life praising people. What happened to the music? They say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us and the world. Perfect timing. Thank you all so much for joining us for another episode of CJ's FitnesSing with The Marsh. You can support The Marsh and the artists who are here doing the classes. They have all of this programming all week long for free. So go to The Marsh. They have a tip jar. Thank you, Mr. Producer Brian, for helping us. And thank you all for making this such a wonderful experience every week. Come back and see us next week. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Total praise. I'm getting on that, John.